Do you want to tame yourself one of these brand new furry bovine friends in Ark Survival Ascended on Ragnarok? Well, I'm going to go ahead and tell you how. They're actually remarkably easy to tame, just a little bit tanky in order to knock out. Now, important thing to know about these guys is that they can damage thatch and wood. However, they do not damage stone and up. So if you're going to build a trap to trap this guy, you're going to want to do it with stone. I've created a very simple trap with just 4 pillars and 2 walls in between each one. And then I go ahead and put the walls behind them after they go in. And it also works really well with a brand new build hammer if you're going to go ahead and use that. Now, what you need to know about these guys is that they are incredibly tanky in terms of the tranks in order to knock them out. I'm using a regular primitive rifle. However, I am using the shocking tranquilizer darts to knock out this 150. As you can see, it has quite a decent chunk of torpor, but if you trap it and knock it out that way, it's going to be much easier than if you try to just run around and knock it out. They do have kind of like a speed up effect where if they are running at you, they will go faster and faster and faster, very similar to the dire bear. So you do need to be careful because if they hit you, they will knock you and it will hurt quite a bit. Now, the bison's preferred food is superior kibble. However, if you don't have that on hand, I strongly encourage you to go ahead and get yourself some veggies, which are pretty easy to find in the highlands. They also take mejo berries and the other berries. However, you're going to lose taming effectiveness and it's going to take a lot more in order to tame them up. Now, this 150 with my current settings takes 2 superior kibble. However, depending on what kind of server you're playing on, it may take more. Once you get your bison tamed and you want to go ahead and make your saddle, you need to be level 50 in order to craft it. The bison has some really amazing abilities, and specifically that being the milk that it produces. The female bison can only produce milk after it has had a baby. And what it does is it produces that milk in its inventory. And when you go up to your bison, you'll have the option to milk it, and that milk will go directly into your inventory. It does not stack, similar to how wyvern milk is, unless you have a stacking mod on your server, and you will need to put it into the inventory of the creature that you want to feed it to. This is really important because you can feed it to the baby bison or you can feed it to wyverns. So baby wyverns will take bison milk in replacement of regular wyvern milk, which is why these guys are going to be so useful if you plan on taming wyverns on Ragnarok or on any other map in the future. There you have it. That is how you tame yourself up the bison. It's pretty easy. You're going to need a lot of trank darts though, and I strongly encourage you to build yourself a stone trap. If you did enjoy this one, please make sure that you hit that like button, subscribe if you're new here. I really appreciate it, and definitely check out my other content for more Ragnarok, and hopefully I'll catch you in the next one.